Yo, what up, YouTube? Welcome back to Fourth and Blurrr, where we are your hosts, Orlando, Jay, James, and Swint. We got a good one for y'all today, but before we get started, I need y'all to do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave us a comment down below and let us know where you from. We are here in South Florida and, of course, Georgia. Basically, we down south. But if you guys are from up north, let us know. We still got love for y'all. All right, fellas. So, Colorado went up against CSU, which is an in-state rival. That game was very interesting. One of the most highest viewed night games in the history of television. And I think it was like top 5 all time as far as viewer ratings for to us, what seems to be a regular game. But evidently it's a rival game. I want to get your feedback. What was the keys to victory for Colorado? And, obviously Travis Hunter got hurt. It was a lot that happened. So, James, we'll get started with you, man. Give me your feedback.
Oh, like I said last time, Shedeur came out and balled. The man's a baller. You take Shedeur off the team, they 0-3 right now. There's a lot of publicity leading up to the game, a lot of fanfare, a lot of celebrities at the game. We saw Offset, we saw The Rock, we saw College Game Day, and so there's a lot of hype centered around the game. And the fight before, they're arguing before the game, almost about to fight before the game. So, it was a good game. I think it was Colorado State lost the game. I don't think Colorado won the game. I'm going to say Shedeur did a 98-yard drive, but when you look at how the quarterback at Colorado State played, those receivers, boy, game shouldn't have honestly been close, to be honest. Shiloh had a pick six at the beginning of the first quarter. They scored a touchdown. They had 14 points at the end of the first quarter. They scored 3 points into the middle of the fourth quarter. So CSU did everything they were supposed to do. Quarterback threw for 367. I say the one thing that blew it was the 3 interceptions he did throw. Shedeur came back with 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Can't take nothing away from him. But I think Colorado State lost the game. I don't think Colorado won the game at all.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think it's 4-14, right? Horton and the other guy, those receivers were cold-blooded. JJ, man, talk to me, baby.
First, before we start, right? Our host here, Orlando. He's a Colorado guy himself, a prime guy. Let me take that back. He's not a Colorado guy. He's a prime guy. Let me clarify that.
Right.
And I just want to say to you and all the other prime guys, Prime didn't start everything. All right. I've been seeing a lot of this lately. I think I just saw somebody saying, "Oh my God, look, Prime's a genius. He's playing Oregon's fight song in practice." And I'm like, man. Listen, guys. Listen, I personally think Deion is a really good coach. He's a great motivator. We all play ball, maybe not at the highest levels, but it's the same, right? Having those great motivators and head coaches, they motivate you to do the cliche, I'll run through a brick wall for you, right? That's Prime, right? But you guys gotta stop, man. They ODing it, man. I can't even focus on the game sometimes because I got so much. It's like you trying to focus on the main game, but everybody's side betting. So I'm too busy trying to jump into side bets. Can't even focus on the main bet because everybody talking. They're talking crazy, man. I want to focus on football. I want to focus on the good stuff he's doing as a coach. He's fighting all the doubters who said they was going to win 2 games. I want to fight them stories. Right. But I'm too busy trying to watch, and I hear people over here talking crazy to where it's bothering me. I can't even focus, man.
Well, hey, look, yes. There's different types of people. I like to call those people Primenites. The Primenites are the ones that are extreme, when it comes to Coach Prime. But I know a couple Primenites. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bring one on the channel here. Sweat, talk to me, baby. What you think about Coach Prime? Primenite.
Hey, bro. No, you know what? I'm glad you came up with that little nickname for them boys. The Primenites, they really made me like Deion more because if you talk to these 2 gentlemen, which is Gerald and James, I was on the bandwagon as they wasn't going to be good. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the season started, I done seen everybody jump on the bandwagon. Then I started seeing people just start saying weird stuff about Deion. So it made me really start, I like Deion. Like, I always loved Deion, So, right now, the Primenites, I love those guys because they just talking. They just having fun. I don't know what the hell they talking about. It don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? Now they talking about he might be what's your boy name? King? Damn, what's his name, man? For the boxing promoter, they saying he Don King. They saying my dog Don King now. Hey, listen, man. I like them boys more. Cause guess what? When I first seen them, I didn't think they were gonna be doing anything that they doing now. But they on the win streak. I like it.
All right.
I like the whole situation going on with them. I know they're not winning pretty, but I didn't think that they was gonna win anyway. So
Yeah,
I'm happy. I'm looking at it. I like that thing. So
Yeah,
Dion got me motivated. I want to play.
they got a lot of heart, man. I'll say that. Some things just don't show up on grades and on the stat sheet. Some things just have to come from the heart. They have shown that they have the ability to fight and come back through adversity. So I do have a lot of respect for that.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Guys, they played 3 teams. They ain't worth nothing.
I wouldn't say worth nothing. All those teams are now undefeated after playing them. So let's tread lightly.
Oh, wait. No, they're definitely worth nothing. I'm not agreeing with Jimmy on that, but he's telling the truth. I'm not agreeing with where he's headed. He feels like he's headed down the road that I don't agree with, but I will agree with they have played nothing. That I will stand 10 toes with him. But wherever he's going right now, I don't support. It sounds like he's going down the road that I'm going to get off of. But I do agree with what he said.
I'm going to say this, guys. I'm going to say this, and we got to move on. Look. Every time people love to move the goalposts on this Colorado team. Okay, so they played a ranked team to start the season. A team, by the way, who has 1 loss right now, which is to Colorado. TCU is on the road right now. Nebraska changed quarterbacks, and they're on the road right now. So, let's just see how it plays out through week 7. Then we can come back and we can revisit this, guys. All right, let's move on to the next topic. We actually had Florida versus Tennessee. I know we got a Florida guy in here, so I'm going to start with Swint. Swint, you got the floor, man. Talk to me. What happened? What was the keys to victories for Florida in this game?
Hey, I don't know if we ever did this before. Like, I just want to try something new. I'm happy about my Gators winning, but I want to see how James about this. Can you like just push me to the side real quick? I want to see how James feels about this because he had a strong opinion before the game started. So I would love to hear from him.
All right.
My bad for trying to be like, oh, my bad.
Right.
All right.
I'm a man.
James, you have the floor.
Coaching. I do have the floor. I'm gonna say I'm a man. Right. I do apologize to Swint and the rest of Florida Gator Nation. I want to send my sincere apologies out for doubting them. They played that. I can't curse on it. They played a great game. I can't even say it in lie. These boys look good. They look good. They look like how I thought they would look against Murray State. They look like how I thought they would look against Murray State. They showed me. Thought it ain't nothing. But I was just want to send out my sincere apologies. You won't get another one from me, but this is my one for the year.
All right, Swint, you up, baby. What was the keys to victory, man? Talk to us. What did you see in that game?
Oh man, it was, how can I say, bro? It was just a fresh breath of air. Like, I've been waiting to see them boys mesh for the first time, bro, and it just looked so good, bro. Like, whatever my coach been talking about, it looked like it, bro. Like, the DBs was like they was trying to tackle. The linebackers looked like they were trying to tackle. The D linemen had electricity, like they trying to make plays. Like, I ain't see that from last year's team, and it looked like the coach knew what he was calling. Like, I'm talking about my D lines was rolling the flats. Like, I'm talking about the backers was running to the flats and then trying to stop the run. Like, hey, man, it was looking good in offense. Woo-hoo! Everybody keep asking why he got Tebow's number, boy. Appreciate you, Graham. He ain't even raw like Tebow, but he's a game manager. I love that. Like, he don't look like he trying to mess up the ball. He's not trying to get a ball away. So I can take that right now, bro. When I had guys before who has ended football games with throwing pick sixes and stuff like that. So, what I'm saying? No shade to them people, but I like him right now. He a game manager. We running the ball. Offensive line look good. My coach calling a little bit of better plays because he still got some bad plays, but I ain't gonna lie, I kind of seen this coming. I'm just happy to see my team pull out a win that they supposed to, but I kind of seen Tennessee defense looking bad, bro. Like, that defense did not look good at all, bro.
Yeah, I'll say this. I think that definitely on the quarterback play, he came in at a completion percentage of 79.2, which is Graham, completing a pretty decent amount of his passes with an overall grade of 72.7. So he had a pretty decent game, only 166 yards, so he did all right. All right, fellas, we're gonna move on to JJ. JJ, what are your keys to the victory in the game? Tennessee versus Florida State.
Oh, well, the Florida Gators. I got you. I know there's nothing wrong with having the Florida State on your mind. But it's all right. But
let me say that again. Tennessee versus Florida. Talk to me.
No, I mean, the game went is how I said it needed to go if Florida wanted to win, right? They needed to get the ground game going with my boy ETN. I love that boy. When I first seen him, I like how he moved. He just looked fast. I love that. But he fed ETN enough. ETN got the home run breaks in the game. But I don't think Tennessee defense was really the problem in this game. Like how Swint said, Tennessee's offense didn't produce. They kept the defense on the field. Florida dominated time of possession because we all know what that Tennessee offense, right? If it ain't going, it's three and outs. And of course, that gave Florida the ball, which I just said was trying to pound the game, pound the rock, and keep them on the field. So to me, their defense didn't do that bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, their defense didn't do spectacular, but I knew one of the keys to the game was to see, was Florida defense legit, or did they just play a couple of cupcakes, right? That's what we really wanted to see. And Florida defense went out there to prove that it wasn't just the cupcakes. They got a new coordinator. They starting to gel. And, I mean, it's up from here, I guess. It boys like they could possibly be a threat down the line for a lot of teams on their schedule. So,
yeah, Florida did look good, man. I will say that. Tennessee's quarterback Joe Milton came in with a 58.8 completion percentage with an interception. I mean, that would definitely hurt your numbers. Shout out to that Florida defense, though, man. They did their thing. Fellas, we're moving to something new on the show called the lightning round, where we'll have 30 seconds to give our take on these three topics, and then we're going to close out with our predictions for the week. All right, Swint, we got you up first, man. FSU versus Boston College. You have 30 seconds to break down what you think happened in that game.
Only thing I seen that happened in that game, because I was going in and out of it, I didn't get a really chance to see it good, was that they just had to overcome adversity. And coming out later on, I just found out that some of their players may have the flu. Some of them maybe was sick, didn't have much energy to get up to it. But hey, man, they did what they were supposed to, man. When you face adversity like that, you gotta find some type of way to win, or some type of way to not let somebody catch up to you. You know, they did just what they were supposed to. I don't see it as being a blemish at them boys. Like, just another game they got work in, you know. So they were supposed to beat them. They didn't cover the spread, but that wasn't nothing. That wasn't bad. Like they still looked like the Florida State that looked like they could do a little bit. It just at times it was, looking a little rugged, a little bad, All
right, JJ, you got it.
I mean, I guess I'm piggybacking off of what he said. If you really watch the game, I think Florida State had 3 possessions in the first half. Boston College came in with a game plan to keep that explosive offense off the field, and it worked. When you give somebody 3 possessions, and they scored on all 3 possessions, as a matter of fact, 2 touchdowns and a field goal. So it wasn't like Florida State was struggling offensively in the game. They just couldn't get on the field, and it was due to the long third down. I think 12 plays, Boston College ran 12 plays for over 300 yards. It was just 12. They ran a lot of plays in that game, but 12 of them is what got them going, and the majority of them came on 3rd and long, with the quarterback that Florida State recruited to play running back. So that goes to show you his athleticism. He was recruited as a running back and as he's a quarterback. So even when you put in spies, I mean, he find the lane, he out, right? So that's pretty much how it went. And they had a target on their back. They came out with a W. This happens in every championship run if that's what they expect to be. So it didn't bother me.
All right, that'll be time. So James, lightning round. Boston College versus FSU.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of piggyback off what both of the boys said. Yeah, Florida State, that's my team to win the championship this year. And every team, every year has a game where they're supposed to win by 30 and win by 3. It's just part of the run. It's part of what you're going to have. Boston College came out and played the game of their year. Florida State played really good. Like JJ said, they were just on the field long. They weren't on the field long enough. They were scoring. Boston College had a lot of big plays. Quarterback was all-American-like, ripping and running around the field like a little kid that you can't catch. Kyler Murray, so it was just one of them games. I don't take too much heed to the situation. Only winning by 2 to Boston College. We know what Florida State can do based off the game they played against LSU. We know what they're going to do. They had a big game this week against Clemson, and that'll tell it all. That kind of put them right back on the pedestal that they deserve to be on.
All right, guys, we got week 4 predictions. So what do we have? I guess I'll start out as a let me be clear, as a Coach Prime fan, and I'm a college football fan. There's a difference between a Primeite, a Coach Prime fan, a Colorado fan, and a celebrity fan of Deion Sanders. They're all different categories. I think that Colorado supposed to lose this game. They're supposed to with their star player not being in the game. However, they could possibly sneak out a win in a very high scoring shootout. I think that Colorado has more weapons on that offensive side that they're just not accounting for, that hasn't hit the rotation because they're just that deep at wide receiver. And they also have some talent on the defensive side and defensive back that's probably going to get a chance to shine this week that I think people aren't going to be aware of because they just don't have film on their rotational play. So it's going to be interesting, much like a TCU in week 1 where we have Oregon playing like a whole new defensive backfield and a new running back, because the running back will be playing this week, Alton McCaskill. He will be playing. So it's going to be interesting. I got Colorado probably getting an upset here over Oregon in like 45 to like 38 or something like that.
Hey, didn't you say we're the most unbiased podcast in the beginning?
We are the most unbiased podcast. I said that Colorado should lose this game. That's what I said in the beginning.
Right.
I said Colorado should lose this game.
That kind of feed it to the unbiased part, right? So it's kind of like a disclaimer that they should lose, but my bias is gonna kick in, and I'm gonna say they're gonna win. Okay. Wow. I guess that's kind of unbiased, right? Because you gave a disclaimer.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I said, look, Colorado should lose this game,
Okay.
but they're not gonna lose the game by 20 points.
I don't think any real logical person think it's gonna be a 20-point spread with the offense Colorado putting out there.
Vegas setting everybody up for the win, though.
Absolutely.
But me personally, it could be an upset. But yeah, that's not a here there. Okay, you guys, who you got?
Well, since I was talking, I'll go. I'm taking Notre Dame over Ohio State this weekend.
Ooh.
New quarterback, don't look good. Going into a hostile environment over there in Notre Dame. They got that defense rolling under year 2 under my guy. I said my guy because I forgot his name. Black brother. But yeah, Marcus Freeman. Year 2 under Marcus Freeman. They got Sam Hartman at the reign on offense. Big running back. I'm not going to even botch your name. Look like it's African. He running that thing. Ohio State got receivers, but who delivering it? We already know how quarterback play work. You ain't got a quarterback. It don't matter. I'm taking Notre Dame, man. I think they're going to pull the upset over them boys in their house this weekend, man. That's my outlook on this weekend.
All right. Swant, what you got, baby?
Predictions for the week. JJ, Florida State playing Clemson, right? Yeah, I think I like Florida State over the Clemson. I think they finally go ahead and knock the Clemson guys out, man. Go ahead and get Dabo up out of this so we can get one of these TJ. But I need my Florida boys to come on through and help me out, man. Make Jay come back to the Florida, man. You know, represent for the Florida. Clemson, I think it's JJ them time to go ahead and knock them off, baby. Too many years going in a row, man. I like the Florida. I like that Florida State team. I don't know what happened last week. They told me a little thing, but I think they come to play this week. Like I think they have to come to play this week, bro. Keon Coleman, them. I seen Clemson. Clemson. I've watched them. I bet money on them, and it wasn't going the way I liked it, you know. So, and they just beat FAU. That's good, but they're playing Florida State. So I like Florida State this week. Maybe, you know, I'm lying. Not maybe it's the right way. That's all I like.
All right,
Florida State, maybe.
State. Okay. All right, James.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna stand 10 toes down to what I was talking about from the beginning of the year with Nicky Saban.
Oh,
I think it's a blowout this week.
Ooh.
I tell you, I put my boy Jalen Milroe back in the game. Ole Miss defense is on par where it normally is normal.
I went too, Jimmy. I went too, baby.
The boys looked bad last week. They looked real bad last week. But you know, he sat down on the bench, watched his boys get in, get some burn. They look horrible. He knows it's his starting spot. I think his Swagger gonna be on point. They gonna come out there. I think they gonna honestly they win by dub over Ole Miss. I don't see Jackson Dart running around like he's been running around. Jalen Milroe, he's not that guy, but he gonna be that guy this weekend. Yeah, I got Alabama by dub.
So you think this is so you feel like it's gonna give him some confidence. You feel like he's going in, he's gonna be throwing that thing around.
And Roll Tide Road this weekend. Roll Tide
Road out the building this weekend.
What stop?
Hey, it's over, man. I love you, Nick.
Well, we all know what Georgia's gonna do, so let's gonna talk about them.
Yeah,
all right, fellas, this has been Fourth and Blurrr with your boys Orlando, Jay, James, and Swint. Thank y'all so much for listening in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below what you think and who your predictions are for the week. And we'll catch you guys next week. Peace. We out of here.